I'm thrilled to announce that we have everybody matched up on the bill. I'm only sort of going to explain that young Jamie and Carl's opponents today. We have Jori Voronen, as you've seen, 3 times European title challenger for Carl Frampton. He is a real risk for us because you might have watched in his last fight, he pushed Joe Murray very, very close. He had him wobbled on 2 separate occasions. He's 37 years old, but he's vastly experienced. He's out of his 27 victories, he's had 18 knockouts, so he can really punch. And I think our theme has always been that we're going to take risks with these young men because I believe they're the best 2 young prospects certainly in Ulster, possibly in Ireland, and possibly in the 4 Nations. Jamie Conlan is 3 fights, 3 wins, only 1 stoppage, but he's beginning to sit down on his punches, and he's really banging. He'll be banging guys out pretty soon. He's fighting Kyle King, Welsh kid, 20 years old. He's had 2 fights, 1 win, 1 loss, but he's ambitious and he feels he can upset the apple cart. And as I mentioned, Carl would be topping the bill with his first 8-rounder against the very experienced and widely travelled Jori Voronen. It's our first show, the 18th. We hope to go again before Christmas, and then again in just after the New Year. I believe these 2 kids are going to draw in big crowds. The last thing a fighter loses is his punch. So it's a risk, but I believe it's a risk worth taking. Carl as well as Jamie, I believe we can push them along fairly quickly because they've had great amateur experience, top level, and I think they're ready to go. And I believe that this will be a really exciting time for boxing in Belfast again. We're going to rev it up again. Carl, when he spars, is he's an extraordinarily talented kid. He's not big-headed or he's not bumptious, but he's very self-confident. And I've watched him sparring with Jason Booth. I've watched him sparring with Marsh. I've watched him sparring with Akash Bhatti, Sven. What's his name? Choi Sven Poor. Watch him sparring him, who nobody wants to spar. He spars with light middleweight. That's all he can get to spar with him. He done 6 flat-out rounds and was very comfortable in there. So he's just getting better, and the potential he shows in the gym, we haven't yet seen in the ring, but that's going to take time. And he's just getting better, and he's making improvements, and lots of little things that we've got to improve on. But I think he's the sort of kid that will respond to a challenge, and the better the opponent, the better he fights. And we're thrilled to have Setanta on board. We want to give them a good live show. It's going to be a live show. It's going to be a 2-hour show. We open the doors at 6:30, and we kick off at 7 o'clock. And we will have. Obviously they'll be interspersed and there'll be space between fights, but we have 7 fights on the bill, as you can see, and we may, that may change as we come close to the fight. We may get an extra 1 or less of 1, but we have 7 excellent fights, and I'm thrilled to bits that it's all coming together. And it's been hard work, but very enjoyable, and I think I've talked enough now. If you want to ask, by the way, just before I finish, the prices we took into consideration the fact that. It's a tough time out there economically for people. So we've got ringside seats at £55, £45, £35, and the organ seats on either side of the organ will be for £30. And we believe that's good value for money. We've got an excellent bill, and I hope everybody's going to enjoy it.
He believes it, and I believe as well that I can step up anytime, and the way I've been sparring with the likes of John Simpson, as he says, and Jason Booth, and I'm handling them all, well, not handling them, but I'm giving them as good as I got. So
more than handling them, more than handling.
I'm ready for a step up. I don't want to be moved along too slow, and I think that it's going to be a good test, but I believe I can step up to the plate. Better done. No, well, I haven't talked to him, but I'm sure I'd like to get his advice on what he thinks about this fight.
And Voronen, as you know, is a southpaw, so we're going to be looking for a southpaw sparring. Letting the cat out of the bag at the moment. We are going over to spend a week with John Simpson to do a week of sparring with him. He's getting ready to defend his title, the Commonwealth title, against Stephen Smith. We're taken very seriously. I think also what we need to add to the fact is that we have a responsibility to Setanta to give them live fights, exciting, challenging fights, and fights that are going to be entertaining. So we have taken that into consideration by choosing this guy. Jamie, of course, is a finely talented young man. He's going to be boxing on the bill too.
This one's going to be, as Barry says, a bit more exciting. The guy's going to come to want to fight me, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm liking the way he's matched me a wee bit tougher, and he's matching Carl a bit tougher. It's what the fans want to see. They want to see someone just going out and dominate one guy. They want to see someone getting hit back and see how to react. So that's what I'm looking forward to this fit.
With the smaller weight divisions, you tend to go through things fairly quickly, and there is a risk and an element of risk attached to that. But I think both of these guys are in the same predicament. We've got to move them along quickly and aggressively. But we need all you guys to help us and support us. I'm really thrilled that you've come along today. I know this is the second press conference, but it's very important to us to have your support, because it's going to be small cottage industry. We make it big the way I did 30 years ago, 25 years ago. So that's the way we want to do it now, and I'm grateful and very appreciative of all of your support. Well, all we know is that the box office has been inundated at the Ulster Hall. Tickets are on sale as in from 1 o'clock today, and they're the ticket prices. And get in there, because there's a great deal of interest in the fight, and we hope that it will build and build as we come close to the September 18th date.
Barry, you mentioned excitement there, and you've also got Willie Big Bang Casey on the bill. Any idea who he's going to be going in with?
We do know who he's going in with, but we haven't firmed it up, so I don't want to announce that just yet. I have almost got the signature on the contract, but he's going to be in against a tough guy. A kid that's done something again, I don't want to say too much too soon, but he's going to have a challenge as well. And we're going to get Stephen Hawking. I haven't got Stephen an opponent yet. Ryan Green, a big banger from Lurgan, who's a bit rough around the edges, but he can really wallop. We've got him in against a tough guy as well, but again, I'll announce that in due course.
Preview.